Hello everybody, it's Genie the Wizard, and it's me once again here for another quick little reading and message delivery. Hopefully here to enlighten, inspire y'all, help y'all on your journey, and this message will find you when it needs to. So, let's begin. I do have a little selenite here. I'm just going to cleanse the energy real quick. I know that we may still be in Mercury retrograde by the time you're watching this video, but even if not, this video is timeless and it's going to find you when you need to. So hopefully take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and you know the deal. So first we're going to get some Astro Dice energy. I love astrology, so let's just see what kind of energies we're getting at the moment for you guys to best help you out. Taurus in the third house. The sun in Taurus in the third house. That's funny because I actually have my sun in Taurus, even though it's not in the third house. I am a Taurus. I'm a Taurus, so I know this energy pretty well. Sun in Taurus, but in the third house. You're being really inspired lately, and I feel like in your life, it's come to your attention that, that's a powerful message. You want to be the editor of your own personal newsletter. Think about this for a second. Like, if your life had a newsletter, like if you had all like the forecasts about like what's gonna happen next, what's the latest news in your life, what is this person doing, what is this person doing, I feel like I'm kind of getting like you want to kind of, you're inspired lately, there's all this chatter, and you want to simplify it. You want to make it concise, whether it's gossip, whether it's these ideas you're having lately. But I really feel like it's getting like more in terms of what you're learning, what you're looking at every day. So definitely your social media feed. That's why I said newsletter, because it's kind of like, I remember when I was on Twitter a lot, that was kind of like my own personal newsletter. Like I'd wake up, it would show me what's going on in the world, the latest celebrity gossip, all that. So if that's Instagram for you, if that's TikTok for you, if that's Facebook for you, whatever it is for you, you are starting to want to be like, there's a change happening to where it's like you're getting inspired lately to want to beautify your feed in your own personal way. Like I really feel like that's why I said the own editor of your own newsletter, because if you were to run a newsletter and it were to be about the things you like, your life, you'd want it to be about the things you actually care about, like the shit that actually matters. Like I know like probably like lately, maybe you've been on your feed lately and there's been a bunch of bullshit on there that you're like, how did this get on my feed? How is this recommended to me? Like what? Like So I feel like you're starting to like kind of choose your preferences a lot more lately and like edit them and like really send that feedback back, because you're like, whoa, you really want to get more grounded and stabilized in what really matters, what you value, is what I'm getting at here. But it has to do with the information coming in and out. So every day it's like, what do you think, what's the hot gossip in your workplace? Even if there is any gossip, you want to simplify it and you want to talk about the shit that really matters. So if it's about like someone who you don't give a fuck about, you honestly don't want to hear it. If there's some celebrity gossip you don't want to hear about, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to see that on your feed anymore. You may be even considering deleting a social media app, or even just beautifying it more, Pinteresting it up, less words. Well, if there are words coming in, you want them to be beautiful. You want them to be words that matter, something you can actually do something with. Like, why would I care about what some leader and what some world country is doing if I don't live? Okay, that sounded really ignorant right there. But I feel like you get the message, what I'm getting at. Or like, why would I care about this new beauty product if I don't apply to this type of beauty regimen? Or why do I care about this K-pop group or this artist, or what the fuck this celebrity is doing, or what news is going on in this country? Because I don't care. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. And that could be your own personal gossip in your own life, like the shit that people are talking about to you, or it could be just the shit you're seeing online. That's the vibe I'm getting here. You're really being called and inspired to lately. You're like, whoa, we need to get real about like what matters. What's the good food? Not like just the little snacks and like just no. Like you something worthwhile, something meaningful, something beautiful. It's giving Pinterest, it's giving Tumblr, it's giving it's a lot less words, simplifying it and beautifying it in one simple way is what I'm getting at. Those are the vibes I'm getting so far. Very interesting, but we'll see what the cards say because, again, anything could come out. So, Spirit, please be with me as I shuffle these cards and as I get this energy for the collective. And please, what messages can come out for the highest good? And may I interpret them with love and with grace and with beauty and efficiency. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got Ace of Pentacles, but I'm going to take that upright because that shit was flipping in my hand, honestly. And then we got King of Cups. Well, no, that was reversed when I pulled it out. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me just get a couple more. Alrighty. So we got the Star, King of Cups reversed, Ace of Pentacles. That was flipping a lot. Like, literally, as I was shuffling it, this homegirl was flipping and tumbling, and she came out like, she didn't even come out sideways like at first. Like, I was gonna pick her up upright, and then she came out reverse. And let's just say this opportunity, whatever beautifying regimen, it could be maybe it's your own beauty routine. Third house is decision making. It's your decision making, but it's also your brain food. What is coming into your auric field lately, but rather your brain? What are you processing lately? So it could be your social media feed or the shit that you and your family talk about every day, or what are you investing in every day? And that's the thing, it's an investment. There's an investment that's worthwhile here, but you don't want to screw up this investment because I feel like right now is a really good time to plant seeds. Even though it's well, I don't know when I'm going to be uploading this, but right now I guess you're saying you're starting to really realize that there's some sort of potential when it comes to, again, becoming the best version of yourself. The Star, ooh, I can't show her because she has her boobies out and titties, but yeah, basically the Star means you bared your soul. Like that Madonna and Britney Spears song, like, Me Against the Music, she's like, hey Britney, I say you wanna lose control. Come over here, I got something to show ya. Sexy lady, I'd rather see you bare your soul. If you think it's so hot, better show me what you got. If you think it's so hot, better show me what you got, bitch, because okay. This is interesting. Ace of Wands in the reverse. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles that was really finicky with our materials, like our money, our like actual like the things we can touch and grab and hold, whether that's our job, our money, our resources, our family. I shouldn't really say that, because it's more like the things you can control, and you can't really control people. So it's like your resources, your money, your job, your savings. But then this Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's like you're so fired up to do something. But it's like with this Taurus energy, I was getting this heavy, like, simplify it, bring it down to earth. Make it worthwhile, make it simple, cut to the point, but in a more realistic, like grounded, earthy way. So you're so fired up to do something. That's why there's all this talk and gossip and decision making lately. And with this King of Cups, you maybe feel a little unstable to quite make a decision at the moment. There's like, that's the thing. You've been getting disturbed lately. Usually the King of Cups, if he's upright, he can deal with all this emotional sort of waves that may be coming on. Turbulence, emotional turbulence, interference, distractions. But I could tell maybe you've been thrown off a little bit off your rocker, and it's because of the shit that you've been receiving. Whether it's people saying words to you, or certain situations you're dealing with other people, or shit you're seeing online. It's one of those three. And because you are really in a I don't want to fuck around anymore. You're like, no, thank you. If something is really not for you, you're starting to say, no, thank you. No, thank you. Like I want to do what's best for me. I want to do what's best for myself. I am ready to bare my soul to God, to the universe, say, hey, look, I'm owning up. This is me. This is me. I'm not lying anymore. This is me. You know what I've been through. This is me. And now it's saying, it's offering you this opportunity, which you know you're fired up to get. But the message here is, before you make a certain big decision, feel out what matters to you most. Get aligned. I was gonna say a little more aligned, but no, you're already so aligned that I don't think I even need to tell you that. You know what your purpose is, I feel like, at this moment, because you've done a lot of healing, whoever you are. if this is the first time seeing me and you don't know what the star card and the tarot means, just the fact that it popped out here means that someone who's watching this has either done like a lot of really like the real inner work. Like not like the fake inner work, like you haven't been running away from your problems. You've been bearing your soul to God. You faced them. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing to hide, which is why you're so fired up, you're amped. You want to get, there's a new opportunity, maybe a new job or a new creative idea. Yeah, creative idea. That's why it's like your Pinterest mood board. You want to make a new mood board. Maybe there's some new goals, some new visions. You want to make a new mood board, but before you make the mood board, what is it that you're envisioning? Because you're inspired. It's about value. It's about beauty. It's about physical depth. If Scorpio's emotional depth, if it's death, if it's the decomposition of things, Taurus is the composition of things. It is the growth. It is solid growth, steady growth, slow and steady wins the race and is always the tastiest victory, okay? So, with that being said, if you have been thrown off your rocker lately, use that to your advantage. Notice what triggers you and sit with that for a minute. Just 2 minutes. And then maybe let it go. Come back to it. Maybe like some of this shit comes up at work in the middle of the day and you're like, man, I shouldn't really be thinking about this right now. I'm at work, gotta do my job. But then when you go home later that day, maybe you'll be like, start thinking about it again. And you're like, okay, maybe I was onto something. Why was I thinking about this earlier? Maybe when you're at work and you're doing kind of that active meditation, whether you work with your hands or if you're like typing at the desk, maybe something's gonna come up to you. Let's sit with it and then push it away. And then when you go back home later and you have some more time to think about it again. Like I'm feeling, come back to it and then let it go. Come back to it, then let it go. Kind of do this ebb and flow, like the water, like the waves. So instead of feeling like the waves are crashing against you, you can rather sit with them. And whether they flow over your face, know that they're going to subside and you can breathe again. And, you know, you may feel a bit damp and wet and the wind's blowing on you and you feel cold. But then, you know, once you dry again, then you can sit on that rock and all the waves are calm and they're surrounding you. And then things even out a little bit, you know, and then you're able to see, you know, if another big wave is coming, you know, or you'll be able to see if there's calmer waters ahead or, you know, just sort of that vibe. You know, and there's a lot of exciting things ahead, I do gotta say. It's just Ace of Wands reverse just means you've got ideas, maybe just not the most ideal or the most polished ideas, and it's definitely not the right time to make a big move, rather. But, you know, this Ace of Pentacles, I will keep her upright, even though she was flip-flopping. She was really excited to come out. Let this inspire you, motivate you, that you have something solid to work towards. You just have to know what you value. What do you value? What makes you get out of bed every day? Because that Taurus sun, the sun babe, is our life vitality. It's our life source. What enlivens and inspires you and keeps you going? The sun in your astrology chart is the key to battling depression. I will reveal that to you. If you do suffer from depression, look at wherever the sun is in your astrology chart. Use that to your advantage to help brighten up your life. Because nothing makes the darkness go away than the light. That's what Madonna said, and nothing really matters. You should listen to that song. Focus on your light. Because you're meant to, I don't care what placements or what aspects you have aspecting your sun in your chart, you need to look to that, and that's going to help you battle your depression. So, for example, my sun is in Taurus in the 9th house. I get really inspired by researching different philosophies, or even if I don't research them, just feeling them, just seeing the beauty in like different religions or different countries. Like I'll go on YouTube because it's like Taurus, right? So you don't want to like you want to be relaxed, you want to be comfortable, you want to be in your own space, right? But if I just go on YouTube and I look up history of other countries, or I'll like look at people traveling in other countries, so I'll basically be traveling the world from my own bed. Like I'll be comfortable and I'll be in my own bed. But if I make my own space beautified with good music, tourists, good music, good tastes, comfort food, food with good textures, whether that's chicken nuggets and ketchup and whatever, if that's what makes you happy, and mac and cheese, comfort food, do that. That's very Taurus. Like what works for you works because it works. It's comforting. But let the go beyond that. Like wherever, yeah, yeah. What works for you works for you. So let that enliven you because Taurus has to do with the things that you value most. I mean, in general in life, that's why Taurus represents food because we all need food to survive. Taurus represents beauty, love, because we all need some sort of sense of this is beautiful. Let's work towards this. This is lovely. Let's work towards this. Let's grow this. That's the message. What do you want to work towards? What do you want to grow more of in your life? You know, I feel like you see life as sort of like you have some plots open in your garden. You have a little garden, you have some plots open. Well, what can you plant now? Maybe not now is not the right time to plant per se, but maybe you want to look at what kind of flowers do you want to grow? Do you want to grow a whole tree? Do you want something that grows fruit, or do you want something that's just there for the beauty of it? Either or is perfectly fine. But do you want just flowers just because they're flowers and they look pretty, or do you want like to put in the time and effort to grow a tree that's going to take like years to grow, but whenever it does eventually blossom, it's going to have fruit to bear. And it's going to have like actual like food source and stuff. Sort of that sort of thing. What matters to you? What are you looking for? Find that and sit with it. And that's the message. So, I hope that you all benefited from this. I hope that I was able to give you some good words, make you feel some comfort, some good things. Please give me a like on this video, comment. Please let me know something, give me some feedback or something, or if this wasn't right for you, then maybe find another video or something. But again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I just hope that I was able to give you a little more comfort or inspiration to help you go on. And just please know that I love you and I'm cheering you on. I'm always here, and I wish you all a lovely day, and I can't wait to see y'all next time. So bye, have a good one, y'all.